Bam. Just fucking do it, right? Just fucking do it. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, baby girl? Where's my hair elastic? Ba-dum-bum-bum. What's up, Creepers and Geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, I know I left the sound on. I was actually going to start playing some music and stuff, but I want to get a few things together here. I didn't even expect to have the standby screen going. Right, here we go. So we got Sweet and Tender Hooligan. Hey, what's going on, sweetheart? How you doing? And my other main squeeze, Alex. What's going on, brother? What's going on, my friend? Baby doll. Welcome back, Atari Creep. Hope the trip went well. The trip? What trip? Or are you talking about Disney? Well, here, hold on one second. I gotta do something anyway. So I'm painting my skull here. You know, let's do this. Let's do this for a few minutes. Let's just do this for a few minutes. I don't know where I put my goddamn paintbrush. My paintbrush. The trip. Oh no, dude. Oh no, there was no trip. I got on the train. I live in the Boston area. I'm 10 minutes outside of Boston. There was no trip. It was fun. I had a great time last night. I had a really great time last night. Grab a few things here. Small trip, yeah. Lance, what's going on, my friend? What's going on? Oh, man, I am tired. I wasn't sure how close you were to Boston. Yeah, no, I'm like right outside. The train station that we actually got on was in my town. Unfortunately, one of the lines was closed on one section, so we had to get out, go onto another train, come back, get onto... It was a fucking nightmare getting to Symphony Hall, which it shouldn't be a problem. You know, it's usually... You get to the the green line, you get on the E train, and bam, you're there in a couple stops. It literally lets you off in front of the fucking building. Getting there was just a hassle. Getting back was a hassle. Maybe I'm just not made for train life anymore. But yeah. Richie Skulls, what's going on, brother? What's going on, my friend? Yeah. I hear there's a bunch of people all shook up. Alright, so let's go back to this. Because this was awesome. I had such a great time. how much longer is the Alzheimer's drive going for? Um, the walk is in October. I'm actually going to start announcing on July 1st. We're going to really kick off the campaign. I like to start it in July, officially. It's like that perfect amount of time through the summer and into the early fall, and then we celebrate the deal. So, but anytime between now and technically the new year, and then it all starts up again at the around February, March, the following year and all that. So you got time. You got time, my friend. We're working on the T-shirt right now. We only got a couple of sponsors this year, but that's okay. But I'm having trouble coming up with a design. I want to do something Activision-like, but we'll figure it out. But we are working on the T-shirt as I speak, and we should have that up pretty soon. Hopefully even before we do the official launch, the official announcement. So, but yeah, it'll be going on. DJC, what's going on, my friend? How are ya? How are ya? Oh, you're just getting home now? Oh, no. I hope you don't have to get up in the morning. Yeah, I am. Okay, so I I had this joke about people being shook up, but no, I actually got this today in the mail. Nope, 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 nope. You're not supposed to know he's here yet. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. I got this, let me get this. Let me get this into the big mode. Let me go big mode. It's like an Elvis wig, but I got it for this cat. We're painting them while we talk, so I can have something to do too. I posted pictures earlier about it. I'm sure if you go to my Neely Macabre Instagram, they're all over there. It actually works pretty well. Something I thought of. It's actually working out. And I thought it'd be funny to start the stream with it. Now I look like Rob Halford. Metal blessings to all you, But that's that. So, let's just get this out of the way right now. There's going to be a part of the audience that's going to want certain information about a different topic that I really don't want to get into. But I will answer the occasional question. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. My kids, this is like the big recital for the whole year. When they stopped the dance, yeah. Or of course I would have been out there. I would have bought breakfast for everybody, but that sucks that I couldn't come. But family, I love watching her boogie and all that shit. It's pretty fun. And seeing her with this giant bag of shit that I don't help her with. It's your stuff, honey. You wanted to do this. There's your bag with 18 costumes. How was Tommy? He looked like he was in good spirits. We'll get to that. Sweet and Tender Hooligan says, is Tommy going to ever acknowledge the Amico again? Okay, you know what? That's a good question, and I will answer it. I'm not stopping there because of that. I'm stopping there because you're the last comment I'm seeing anyway. So I got this as a gag gift during Christmas. I think it was like one of those, everyone picks a number and Yankee swap. That's what we call it here. And it's the all-knowing President Trump. Now, I'm in no way, shape, or form affiliated with, nor am I promoting anybody. I just think this is going to be funny. So if I do get douchey questions, I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him the answer, and we're all going to point and laugh, okay? So he always just does at least one.
Not even a little bit. Not even 1%.
See? It's like a little magic 8-ball, but with that douchebag. So, as far as Tommy acknowledging it, I did not mention Amico once last night with him. And I was watching Saggy's stream while painting this, and she said that somebody had asked outside of our circles about it to him, and she didn't know the answer that he gave or what have you. I don't remember it really coming up much at all. At least not. So you got to understand when I go into things like this, okay, I don't have the wig and shit. I can go back to the scene. Because I really like seeing that picture. Shit, where was I? Sorry, guys. Fuck, where was I? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll eventually get to whatever it is in a few seconds. But, yeah, I did. I just smoked a little bit before I came on. Because I'm going to bed pretty goddamn soon. But as far as the console being talked about, I didn't, where I was actually going to go is when I'm in social situations, I'm kind of awkward to be with because I'll come up, I'll give you a big hug, and I'll do whatever, and I'll chat and everything. But I'm not, those situations last night took a lot out of me mentally, and you guys can say whatever you want about that. It took a lot out of me. Holy God, the train system was just all fucked up alone. I thought I was going to lose my shit there, but so I'm not really in with the conversation. And there's a lot of separation, and that's by design. That's just how I've always been. It's not any disrespect to any of it, because everyone that was there was rad. People I knew, people I didn't know. Everyone there was pretty fucking cool. Pretty cool. And I'm just that guy who just kind of, and every now and again someone will come over and I'll interact and everything. So I'm not really, you like the picture, man? Yeah, I'll send it to you if you want. I'll post it. I'll post it later on. You guys can sneak it out. Maybe we'll make t-shirts. You want to make a t-shirt with it? Maybe I'll try to do it too. But so I'm not really like in the conversation. Tommy and I did talk here and there. Mostly about personal things. Of course, we all know he lost his father, and him and I talked periodically about that. I mean, he was even nice enough to light a candle for my dad once when he was lighting one for his father at his church or wherever he was, stuff like that. So I was more concerned about him on that aspect, only because you guys know me, I've been down, and regardless of all the bullshit. I was just more concerned about him personally as a human being. And his fucking guitar. Holy shit. I forget the name of the guys who make those. But if you saw any of the pictures I posted, it was a Les Paul single cut style fucking thing. With loosely collected. What's up, my friend? With like turquoise, that's what, turquoise inlaid through the body, and then the steel plate all hand hammered. And I remember I saw those, I think it was Perry that had one on, and I looked it up and I couldn't find one for under like 20 grand, 25 grand. And he brought it, and I was just like, oh shit, that is rad. Which is funny because he had it next to a Squire. He had it next to this Squire acoustic, that they came out with, I think in the 90s, the late 90s. But regardless, and here's this gorgeous piece of wood, the back. If you'd seen I wish I had taken a picture of the figuring on the back of the damn thing. And I guess he's not really much of a shop talker. He just loves the guitars. Because I'm like, dude, do they use in-house electronics? What did they put in this thing? And he's just like, I don't know. I have no idea. So honestly, it was all about that with me. I was more, let's see, what's sweet. You know your way around a guitar. Is there any truth to the rumors that Tommy air guitars on stage? Were you close enough to tell? I was not close enough. Let's say this is the stadium or whatever, and the stage is here. I was on the first balcony at far back center. The place isn't that long. It's pretty narrow. It's, or I should say it's shallow. Considering what it is. You gotta remember it was built for a bunch of violins and trumpets and shit. So it's pretty close quarters considering. And even they made note of that about, during the Q&A thing before the setup. They're like, yeah, my lights, we're not doing the lights as much as we usually do because it's just not set up for that and what have you. He used a piece of equipment that you can't really fake. I could still see him, and as a guitar player, your instincts do kick in. I did notice that he didn't face the crowd a lot. He faced the orchestra, but I can totally get that because you're in the moment with other people creating this thing, and you're into it with them. But there's something to be said about the crowd sending the energy too. But he used this thing that we used to call a squawk box, which basically you have to have the pedal, you have to have a microphone, and you have to be right there with all of it. Now, I mean, could there be a guy behind a curtain or something doing that, and he's just a great fucking mime? I guess, I don't know, but no, I didn't see any signs of any of that. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. I'd have to play with him to see if he was, faking or not. I guess. That's it. But that's really, I was, to go back to what I was going to say before answering your question, Hooligan. The other big part I was really enamored with, I was actually kind of starstruck, not by any of the individuals in the room, because let's be honest, guys, I'm not a modern player. I love the soundtrack to Halo. I used to have it in my car. But I don't know these composers. I don't know them from Adam. And the moment felt wasted on me. And of course, I already know Tommy. So I've never been starstruck with Tommy because I didn't know who he was until the Intellivision. I do remember, in hindsight now, seeing him in little snips of the history of video games thing that Pat, the NES punk, put together. And thinking, who the fuck is this greaseball? Look at this guy. And now I consider him a buddy of mine. But, yeah, I don't know. I was more starstruck with being in that moment, the room itself. The history, the musical history that room had seen. I never thought in a million years I would be backstage in a backstage dressing room, so to speak, at the Boston Pops. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, I can be a lot of things, but a Pops kind of guy backstage, that's not who I am. And I even said that to my girlfriend. I was like, did you ever think in a million years, even back in high school, when you saw me getting in all the trouble with the long hair and the leather jacket and the switchblades and all that shit, that you would ever get backstage to the Pops with me? I was more impressed by that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, Hernandez? How are you? Alex, any groupies? Like Tommy groupies? I guess that, who would be a Creep or a DJC groupie, I suppose, in that setting. I mean, I guess there could be a couple. I noticed people were looking at me weird, but then I realized I still had the fucking badge on while walking around. Yeah, just the history of that room and everything. I was more into that, believe it or not. And then, of course, when the performance, when the show started, it has this like little video clips that are, they're cute and they're fun. They're all right. They do what they got to do. Tommy does his little fun thing during Metal Solid. I'm sorry. Metal Gear Solid 2, I think it is, right? I think that's what they played. You got to remember, I'm not a somewhat modern gamer, but that's not quite, that's kind of in my area. There's a few games I had to ask about, and I don't feel one bit guilty about it. And it's funny, I think Saggy said this too, in her stream. There was just something about being there live with it, and I hope it doesn't sound scripted, because I know people like doing that. They're all saying the same thing. There was just something about being live there. There was some music I wish we were able to hear. I wish, like Metroid and stuff like that. I think Smash mentioned that they didn't do any Nintendo stuff, which I beg to differ. He did some Castlevania stuff, and some of the music was from the Nintendo era. So I don't know if that qualifies. I mean, it's not a Nintendo game. I know Konami made it, but I don't know if that qualifies, but no, they didn't do anything for Mario or like Zelda or anything like that. Nothing that I would outright recognize. But I was so excited. I was so excited to hear Halo played live. Not only that, but the dude who wrote it or whatever performed it. I mean, I'm in the room with him. He's talking to everyone. And again, I'm the awkward cat in the back corner just nodding and saying, "This is fun. Thank you," you know. And here I am listening to this amazing piece of music, which I am very familiar with, being put together by the dude who wrote it with the Boston Pops after being backstage with all of them. It was a really great moment. I would say that was the highlight of the night as far as music is concerned, but I didn't know they were going to do a Castlevania montage kind of thing, you know? So I kind of lost my shit with that, and my girl made her jump a little bit. But I got really excited to see and hear that live. That was pretty rad. That was pretty rad. Let's see. They did this. Oh my God. How can I forget this? They had a choir, okay? And it was high school students from, I think, Lexington. I think they're from Lexington. And one of them apparently knows Russian or can sing in Russian. And I can't remember what game it was because, again, I'm not a modern guy, so it was kind of in that like little, I can't remember which game it was, but it was definitely one I've never played. But she, oh no, Tetris, I'm sorry. What the hell? That's why I was talking about her. She sang the Russian, you know, iteration of Tetris, and it just came out so operatic and beautiful. One of the other dude's wives who recorded the song for what did he do? World of Warcraft, I believe. I believe it was the dude who wrote and composed World of Warcraft. Never played it. Had no desire. Not my thing. Had plenty of girlfriends that did though, and I shelled out quite a few fucking bucks for that stupid game. That was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive when she came out and sang too. Amazing voices these ladies had. Amazing voices. But overall, I mean, it was just a really great experience. I'm trying to think of... Oh, they did the Chrono Trigger and Chrono... the Chronos. The Chronos. Let's see. So Saggy and Millis were able to become amigos again. You know what? Honestly, dude... I knew nothing about that falling out. That's watching her stream tonight. That was news to me. But then again, they were all like, so I can see your comment. But they were all there before I was, again, because of the train debacle, you know. The green line wasn't operating in certain sections, so we had to get off, get on, get off, and get on, and all that stuff. So if what they said was true, that they had some falling out and, you know, kissed and made up or whatever, cool. I mean, awesome. There didn't seem to be any kind of negativity at all in the rooms. So, and you can usually taste that. You know what I mean? It's like a real bad cheese. It lingers. It really does linger. But yeah, no, that's great. Good for them. Good for them. Tetris theme song is a Russian military song. I didn't know that. I knew it was a Russian song. I didn't know it was one of their military songs. God damn. That's hardcore. I'm surprised they allowed that. I'm sure the movie explains it. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen it. Halo theme on the Atari 2600 is awesome. You know what? It is. I don't have a copy of Halo, though, but I have played it in emulation. Every time I download a new list of games, it's always in there. So, I don't really like downloading homebrews unless they're meant to be downloaded for free. I would prefer to download it properly, and that's why I was saying that about Halo. It just seems to always be in these lists, so I guess I could just not play it, but... Oh, hey, I didn't see you come in there, Ouya. Yeah, Ouya's here. What's going on? Charmy Ouya. In Sweet and Tender Hooligan, I did see your comment from when we first came on about your comment, and there was no need to delete it. I mean, I'm not that kind of fucking dude. I mean, it was what it was, you know. I was just like, don't do this, because it was, you know, so far, what have I talked about? Music, you know. I've talked about just getting together with some rad people and my anxiety and some really cool music, man. Yeah, chilling, cool, cool. So those are my highlights. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. You know, hanging out with Tommy was the deal. And I was excited to see him. I really was. I was excited to see him perform as a musician. Are you kidding me? And in like this deep, dark little crevice of my heart, I was like, ask me to jam, dude. Ask me to jam. Can I at least try this thing out? You know, his guitar, like as a sound check, you know, so I can impress all the people that were actually there, you know, because they paid for the backstage experience. That's another thing I do want to come clean with, and I think I did already tell somebody this. Oh, it was you, Julian, huh? The tickets my lady actually bought. She loves the pop. She heard it. She just went and bought them. And actually, behind my back, she asked her friend who's in the orchestra, or whatever you call them. I'm not cultured. Fuck that. I'm not cultured. World traveler, motherfucker. Where the best seats were, and that's why we sat as far back where we were, for sound reasons. Now, it sucked because there was this one light that just kept shining directly right in my fucking eyeball, because we're, you know. But other than that, it was pretty rad. So, we did pay for the tickets. My lady paid for them. And Tommy just let us in the room. You know, it wasn't like this big deal, you know. I got this lanyard thing. Oh, did I bring it over here? No, I didn't. I got a little bit of like swaggy stuff. You know, the stuff that everyone gets. All right. Sorry about that. So yeah, I mean, it's nothing special. It's just a piece of paper with some plastic laminated on it. And I did have him sign it, and it's funny. It wasn't even like a fanboy thing. It was like somebody else asked him. Someone else was like, "Tommy, would you mind signing this for me?" So I said to myself, you know what? The dude's the one who put this whole thing together. Why wouldn't I have his name on here? So I had him sign it for that. And I dig this. This is regardless of anything, good, bad, or indifferent. This is a treasured piece in my collection. I like that. And again, it's not so much because Tommy himself. I mean, it could be some guy named Jim. You know, if Jim started Video Games Live and signed my Backstage pass, that kind of a connection. You know, it's his thing, and millions of people know about it. And I have that guy's signature on there. Again, good, bad, indifferent, whatever you know, all that crap. But yeah, I mean, just overall, it was fun. It was a great experience. I got introduced to a couple of games that I didn't know about before. Everyone lost their shit when it came to, and I wrote this. Stupid president. Stupid. Shut up. I guess we'll just do it as. What happens is if you touch the top. Undertale, I think I wrote. Undertale. Never heard of it? The style looked awesome. And the music was just beautiful. So it was, did Tommy give you guys backstage passes? Yes. We actually just got done talking about that burger. Burger Time King. What's going on, my man? Or lady. New name to me. Jim Rolfe. Jim Rolfe did what? Did you just... Health first? Amen. Hello there. I didn't pay for my backstage passes in Tacoma or Lubbock, Texas either. I don't know why I instinctively did read that in a southern accent. I'm sorry, man. I meant no disrespect. Maybe I should put my Elvis wig back on. You guys missed the Elvis wig. The second time in Tacoma, my wife was able to... Right on. Yeah, that's cool. No. I know Jim. No, I know who he is. I'm just asking why you mentioned him. Sorry. If I had said something and... Hold on, let me go back here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I must either miss something. I don't know why you brought him up. I'm also a dummy, so hey Relic, okay, Sweet Nintendo saying hi. Do you know if there was any reason why they didn't play any Nintendo songs? I heard. Um, we did talk about that a few minutes ago. They kind of did. They played some of the earlier Castlevania stuff that was on Nintendo. I don't know if that counts or not, but I didn't even ask. I just assumed that he didn't work on any of them. That's why he's not playing it. But I mean, I guess technically he didn't work on any of them. He's just orchestrating all the music together. So it really, you know what? I was surprised to see it really wasn't about him. With a guy with that kind of ego, and good for him. He didn't really come out on stage too much. He played a couple times, like 3, 4 maybe times. He wasn't really out there all that much, but no, I know Castlevania's Konami. I know that, but I'm sure Nintendo would have a say about the earlier games, wouldn't they? But I have no idea. I just I didn't know what I was getting into. I really didn't. As far as what it should have been and what it shouldn't have been, I figured it was going to be all games that I didn't know. I was surprised to hear things that I did know. To be honest with you, I was actually kind of disappointed there wasn't any Terminator CD in there. That would have been awesome, but there was references to Nintendo games in these little versus cartoon things, like Donkey Kong versus Contra, And if I remember correctly, some of the music was in those. Maybe not. I don't know. Someone who was there, if anyone jumps in, um, you know, chime in on that one. But I mean, they did that. Wait, is this a thing? Being so popular and Zelda being so popular right now, you see, it was a missed opportunity. Yeah, very well could have been. Did they play Tetris theme? Oh, they played a lot of Tetris. Yep, they had a whole thing about it. A girl came out was singing in Russian and everything. They made a big Tetris thing, and they had a lot of the obviously Nintendo games up on the screen. So I don't know if we're trying to dig up some kind of a dead cat about Nintendo music, because I know Nintendo's notorious for whatever. But if he doesn't have the rights to use them, he doesn't have the rights to use them. Well, I don't know. It would have been a missed opportunity. Absolutely, I agree. But if you can't get them, you can't get them. Did they play Tetris? Yeah, we got that. Sweet Nintendo Hooligan. Okay, I'll let you guys just do. It's live music, so I don't think companies can stop musicians from playing it. Yes, they absolutely can. If they find out that they're doing that as part of a regular, this is where my musician shit comes in. If you're playing it regularly every night as part of the ticket sale, absolutely. And if you just play a song once in a while, no one's gonna do anything. Especially like say an artist dies, every fucking band out there, whatever. Like when Prince died. I mean, even Metallica fucked it up, but they did a thing. So, let's see, Donkey Kong versus Contra sounds awesome. It really was fucking funny. No, Donkey Kong was with Mortal Kombat. I'm sorry, and Scorpion grabbed Donkey Kong and yanked him down, and then destroyed. Well, it's Paulina in Donkey Kong, right? Destroyed her too. It was fucking beautiful. It was violent. Oh no. It won't be on that console. I think when you've covered songs, you don't have the rights you need to pay royalty. You do if you're regularly making money while doing it, certainly. And I don't really know how that works with playing with the Pops. They invited him, oddly enough, on his dad's birthday. I didn't know his dad was a big Pops fan. Apparently his dad was a big Pops fan, so it meant something to him, of course, Don't mind me, the comments are jumping now because people are really getting fired up, meaning, throwing questions out there. And I appreciate it. I appreciate the, when they say it makes sense that Nintendo, said to Tommy to stop. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Are you going to be one of those guys, Burger? Because I don't know if you've ever followed me. I don't care. I don't care. I take it all lightly because it's stupid. Pauline Edition Arcade. Okay. Let's see. Amico Home is what Phil just announced. Astro Smash, Shark, and all that. Yeah, all the consoles. Amigo console itself, back burner. Looking like. Okay, so, I wasn't going to talk about this till like probably next week or something like that. But when I did my last video, the one about the most recent announcement, I heard from Phil. Him and I don't really talk ever. I mean, we have like a Facebook friendship thing going, but we never really interact or anything. So I was surprised to hear that. And him and I talked, and I'm not going to talk about what we talked about because a lot of it was personal, believe it or not. A lot of it was personal. But he's seeing, my concern and everything, and he just addressed a lot of the things I was concerned about in there, and, take it with a grain of salt or whatever, because my biggest thing was that the Amico is kind of a thing they want to do now, which, I mean, realistically, financially, is probably all they can do, But between talking to him and also a couple of my compadres that was hanging out this weekend, it's not a back burner thing. I think they don't have the choice but not to. And that's just my speculation. It is absolutely still in motion. I can tell you guys that, with as much as I can, whatever weight you want it to carry, But it is absolutely in motion. A few of my other concerns still exist, and we did discuss that, and just the things, the games being bought out by blah blah blah, and we had talks about that, and those are things he asked me to keep private. And I know you guys hate that shit, but you know what? A lot of times your word is all you got, right? But I suppose the only thing I can say, and now I'm going to have to jump back. I'm sorry, guys. I may not get to a lot of questions, and I apologize. All I can say is, I've never talked to Phil before, so I don't know I don't know him. I've never seen him face to face. I can't really judge him. But I heard a lot more. I felt honesty. How about that? I'll just say that. It felt very honest. And, I guess people can sit there and say, well, he's really good at what he does. I worked as a corrections officer for years. I had people trying to fucking get one over on me 16 hours a day. I'm a pretty damn good judge of character now. I mean, he could be blowing smoke up my ass, but for right now, I'll take it for what it's worth. From what I'm hearing, the wheels are still going. And I think there's going to be some things coming down the pipe that might show that. Hopefully I didn't fuck anything up with that, but the wheels are still in motion. I mean, that's all I can really say. The wheels are still in motion. While still maintaining some kind of income stream. I mean, it is what it is, whatever it is right now. And I told him that. I said, all these things and that. And we talked about everything I was concerned about. I mean, we did. So I really appreciate that he reached out. It's funny, he messaged me a couple times. I put my phone down sometimes at night and it's gone. I don't even look at it until the next morning. And he had messaged me that night and I just wasn't on there. I think he thought I was ignoring him, but I was doing something with the kids. But regardless, so that's that. That's as far as I think I'm going to go with that because I'm not really really into talking about the Amico tonight because, again, aside from the most recent update, I don't have anything to talk about. I mean, you can ask me about money, you can ask me about this, you can ask me about that. I just don't have an answer for you. And if you want to get mad at me for not being mad about the money part, I say once again, I maintain this from day one. Don't come here with that crying. Don't come here telling me you care about that shit if you haven't actually done something of usefulness to remedy it. like the Attorney General's office. You know, I mean, that's legit. I mean, if you think a company is legit scamming, you know, do they have some shortcomings? Absolutely, they do. Does Phil have a huge hole to dig himself out of? He knows it, and he's not fucking happy about it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's as far as I want to go. That's as far as I want to go. Let's see. Income streams are important. They really are. I mean, it is. Awesome, man. I can't wait to scan my physical products. You know what? I think I heard DJC talking about. I haven't really been following his Amico stuff as far as like until recently when he started showing games. Or I don't even know if he was talking about his experience with the console. But I think I heard him say in one of his most recent videos or streams that he actually does tap the thing to it and it's working. I'll ask him about that. I will. And if I misheard that, then I apologize. But DJC, are you still in the chat? If you are, man, please speak up here, my friend. You know, and everyone be cool. Everyone fucking be cool, okay? I know who likes who and who doesn't like who. We know, all right? We already know. You're right. We're all wrong. And vice versa. All right, look at this. Right on, dude. I love seeing that shit. I made 2 comedy albums. Good enough. Okay. I just got an Ouya 3 weeks ago. The community got backed up running the service. What? Oh no. Ouya, man, that perplexes me. That perplexes me, that whole thing. I thought it was actually going to do something, like not crazy, not like big 3 business, but I saw potential in it as a just a goofy thing, a casual thing. Interesting, huh? Really disregard safety. Okay, see, I'm not talking about this stuff because it has nothing to do with me. So what? I'm not talking about it because it has nothing to do with what I want to talk about tonight. It has nothing to do with anything that has anything to do with me. And I've already spoken upon all of this stuff. The mask, come on, stop reaching. Now you're reaching. The fucking safety protocols. That's what I think of that shit. You notice how no one fucking gives a shit about it anymore, bro? I'm not saying it wasn't real. My mom got sick bad. She was in the hospital for a long time. I'm not one of those fucking guys, and I did get poked, alright? But chill the fuck out with the fucking masks. Oh my god. Hold on. Let's ask the most perfect person for an answer on this one. Should we still talk about the masks?
I think it's certainly possible. I think it's probably unlikely.
Yeah, see, I don't want to talk about the masks. All right, I understand people have problems with whatever that was about. What was it? The guy gave him a choice, didn't he? He gave him a choice to or not to wear it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna. His politics are his politics. I don't give a shit. Ouya rocks. I hope so. Let's see. California alone. Oh, okay. I think I must have missed a few things. Let's see. All 1,200. Okay. And they're free. Oh, shoot. That's awesome. I saw an Ouya at a Savers probably a year ago now. I need a magic trump ball too. Next time we meet each other up, I'll give this one to you, bro. I was going to try to make it a thing for the channel, but I don't know. I don't think I'm utilizing them. The look on his face is perfect. I'm not going to put it up to the screen or anything, but... so we were showing things off. So I didn't really grab much from... Okay, so this is how the things went, okay? This is how the things went. I got there, we went back to the back staging room, the dressing room and all, hanging out with a whole bunch of people, asking questions and all, and I'm in the corner, I'm a weirdo, no one likes me, And then the show starts. Before the show starts, we go into this thing where there was a meet and greet. If I had a backstage thing the proper way, this is what I would have been out there, and then all kinds of stuff like this. But because we were friends and family, we got that. It was mostly family. He had a couple of childhood friends in there and stuff like that, but not to. That's where we got this stuff. It's not. It's not anything. It's like it was all lined up. Like remember when the teachers were like, "All right, I want you to grab one of each and then staple it and bring it back to your fucking desk." Dicks, you're gonna be working on this for weeks. My actual ticket, I obviously have that. Some kind of code for music. I'm gonna keep that code. A lenticular, because in television loves that lenticular stuff. Bookmark, and a giant copy reproduction of a ticket from their very first show at the Hollywood Bowl. And I also got 2 pieces of sheet music signed by, Tommy and the other 2 rad cats that were there, John and the other guy who did Halo. I can't remember the names. My apologies. Actually, I have them here on my phone. We're cool. That is good. I hope so, man. I hope so. Family, was Steve Tyler there? Dude, I was actually kind of hoping. I was kind of hoping a little bit because the guitar he was talking about, I think he said Joe Perry turned him on to. Let's see. Let me go into my lady sent me the picture actually of the door with their little plaque thing on there. Here it is. So it was Marty O'Donnell and Jason Hayes is the World of Warcraft guy, I believe. I think he's also worked on film. And Marty O'Donnell was the other cat. Really nice dude. Great musician. Started playing the piano, and I was gonna, I got to it too late. It stopped playing. Fucking sucks. I saw Steve Tyler at Harris Pizza the other day. Did you really? How's he looking? Their farewell tour, huh? Farewell tour. Well, back to work. Chat with you later, Creep. All right, man. We'll talk to you, John. We're cool. Okay. Alan retracted a message. Or all right. Whenever a message gets retracted, I mean, I guess you don't have to say this, but I'm going to ask anyway. But did you do it or did YouTube do it? Because I need to get a hold of that shit real quick or get let's see. I guess all I'm saying is I'm trying to do all the hardware and game development and all in one. Doesn't go far. No, it won't. Okay, so you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Harry's Pizza here. Hey, Jerome, what's up, my friend? There was the 150 million line of credit too. Tommy mentioned it. And I hope you guys are talking amongst yourselves because I'm not. I have no idea about the money. Yeah. How about the new 2600 games on the VCS? Right? We're gonna start talking a lot more about the VCS here. I get this really. I've only done it once so far with the Jaguar. A really nice little setup for playing right here and recording and stuff. So, and I might be getting an interface to record music. So, that's gonna be integrated here. So, we'll be doing more. So. I'm just trying to keep you up with the chat here. Are you excited for the limited run games release? The Game Boy DX Color for the Game Boy. No, I'm not a handheld guy. I don't like the Game Boy. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I respect its place in the the scheme of things, but I think it's pretty cool. The Lego Pac-Man stuff. This is probably the only time I'll ever talk about it. How cool is that? I'm not gonna buy it, but I mean, I bought the Lego one. It's right over here. It's right over here. I still haven't even opened it. In fact, I got some paint on it from when I did some liquid pours. Let's see. Alien Abduction. Tower Rumble. Yeah, right on. Alien Abduction looked fucking great. So, yeah, but that's it. I mean, as far as swag and stuff, and this is just their standard thing from the Pops themselves. Fidelity Investments and all that. Tommy was pretty funny about that. He was really funny about that. He had this little thing that he, don't forget to say thank you, because Fidelity is the big sponsor and everything. But aside from that, and Okay, Relic. We'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you so much. You have a great night, my friend. Um, Aside from that, I mean, it was a great night. We went back for the 20-minute intermission to hang out and, of course, pat each other, everybody on the back for a good show. I'm up in the stands. We're all like, "Wow, man, it's a great show so far." Which it was a great show, but I mean, what the fuck did we do? Sponsored didn't y'all buy it? No, Fidelity Investments does everything through the pops. They have some kind of a business relationship. It's separate from video games live or anything like that. But as a sponsor, I don't really even know how that works. Maybe sponsor was not the right word for it. So it is what it is. Yeah, maybe that was the wrong word for it. I don't know. But Fidelity has always, for the longest time, been partners with the here in Boston. So, but yeah, I also got a couple of pieces of sheet music, which I will frame because again, it's a music thing, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have that. Who am I? Who am I to And I said it earlier to them too. Most of it was wasted on me. Being in that back room, aside from hanging out with Tommy for a few minutes, and then getting reacquainted with people. I was surprised to see Saggy was there. Apparently, she was waiting to see how long it took me to realize she was there, and I just didn't see her. So it took however long. Saggy, if you ever come in, let me know in the comments. But yeah, we were just there for a few minutes and went back up, watched the rest of the show, and yeah, the music. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was a great time. I was there to hear something new and do something new. I've never been to the Pops. I've watched the Pops play at like the Hat Shell and stuff like that, but I've never been in. That was my first time in there. I remember who was it? Smash JT made a video earlier today. I picked on him too. I'm like, what the fuck? Using my girl's pictures. You're fucking royalties, bro. But you don't clown on me as much as the other guys? Come on, man. The fuck is wrong with you? And we had a little fun back and forth. But even he says he remembers going there a lot as a kid. That was one place I don't remember going a lot as a kid. I don't remember going at all, to be honest with you. I'm fucking cultured, motherfucker. Yeah, the whole plan was to paint this fucking thing. That's alright. We don't need to paint today. I'll put it right here next to its wig. Wiggity whack. But good food. You know what? I didn't eat anything there. I got a Coke. I got a Diet Coke. And as a matter of fact, we didn't eat anything until I got home. And you know what sucked? We were supposed to actually go back to Mike Mullis's room. Oh, let's go back to the picture. And Mike, if you watch this, man, hopefully you're at this point. You're not in this picture. Why? Because you're a fucking prick. No, I'm just kidding. Because I don't have a single one with you in it. I don't know how that happened between me and my girlfriend. We don't have a single picture of you in one of these things, bro. Knowing your son, but I wouldn't post your son in a picture like this. Yeah. No, I appreciate that, Tommy. I appreciate you saying that. You're happy I had a good time. I really did have a good time. It was what I call a good day. It took a lot out of me. But that's what I was getting to. We were all supposed to go back to Mike's room afterwards and hang out. And, there might have been something going on there, but I don't know. No, nothing dirty. Don't go fucking there. I think we're all running a train because my lady came with me. So that ain't happening. No, there's nothing like that. But we're gonna go back there and just play on a console. But by the time I got home, I was just beat. I guess they did the same fucking thing. So they all met up this morning, and I couldn't. Yes, I did. I absolutely did, sir. Again, like I said last night, took a lot out of me. I said I did earlier, didn't I? Pretty sure I fucking did, kid. But we were supposed to. They wanted to meet up this morning too, to just go have like breakfast or whatever and hang out one more time before everyone goes fucking home. But I had the recital and all that, so it was what it was. Yeah, dude. If I don't, sometimes I can't sleep. It's crazy. I honestly don't do it often for like the fun factor of it all. I really do use it medicinally. Okay, so you guys are gonna learn something about me. I have PTSD, and it seems to be the only thing on this fucking planet that works. And I try to do it like with gummies and shit because I quit smoking 4 years ago last Thursday. I celebrate 4 years no tobacco products, you know. And I really didn't want to, smoke a bowl, but I tried gummies and it kind of worked. But then my body, I even asked my doctor, and he was just like, your body just must not metabolize whatever. Maybe not necessarily the THC, but there's other things in it that, whatever, the angle of the dangle is not in proportion with the heat of the meat. Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you, sweet and tender. I appreciate the congratulations. Um, so I use it for that mostly. And, once in a while, like a couple of nights ago, me and the missus had a little bit of a back and forth, if you will, that wasn't so positively aimed. And I was all nerved out about it and went out there and just said, fuck it. and just like sat there and just did a whole bowl myself, which I very rarely do. And then went to bed. That was it. But I don't do too often. I quit tobacco too. Hard to do. Well done. Thank you, man. Yeah, it really was hard. Especially, I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed smoking. I still wish I did. And that's why I was so worried about actually smoking pot, because I didn't want it to trigger that back up. But so far, so good. It is what it is. I'm gonna smoke like 4 bowls right now in a gummy. It's like I'm snorting some dab straight from the vaporizer. Fucking kid. Oh man, I quit tobacco. Let's see what else. Yeah, man, smoking weed's cool. Just chills people out. It really does. It does. You know what? And it's funny. It works really well with this stuff too. I've come up with some pretty rad shit on canvas. Um, I got piles. I was cleaning out a certain area, and I have so much stuff. I'm actually going to end up having to get rid of a lot of it, but I got so many paintings. It's absurd. I'm actually going to try to do like a gallery, like a one-night gallery somewhere. And if I can't do anything like that, because I really need to either start selling the stuff or just getting it the fuck out of the house. And, anything that's like on my Etsy or anything like this, I really need to sell it because I got to do something about this fucking truck. So I'm kind of hoping I can get some kind of a gallery going on, but, we'll see. My art's a little, well, I guess in today's day and age, it's not risky or anything. It's not like sex stuff. It's very macabre. I call myself milieu macabre. My woman quit, but she vapes. Then quit everything. Okay, yeah, I know a lot of people who just swapped right over to the vape. And others who used it to help quit. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm a vape. Like an hour or so. He's like, I'm going to smash the bong and snort the glassy water. I have a volcano vaporizer. Dude, that's too hardcore for me. I pack a little flour, I hit it with the... and I'm good. I'm good. I chewed nicotine gum for like a year. Oh, man. Did I use... No, I used patches. My doctor gave me Wellbutrin. That shit made me angry. There was a certain time period. If you go back into my channel, I bet you can point out when I was on Wellbutrin and when I wasn't. That fucking asshole. I even said it to him. I said, shame on you. I know it helped me quit smoking, but shame the fuck on you. I became an angry dude, man. Became angry. That gum is gross. I don't know if I've had it. I can't remember if I've had it. For some reason, chiclets come to mind. Maybe, are they shaped like chiclets? Like the ones I'm lacking? I don't know. So, another really rad thing happened. I met Rich from Bacon Ice Cream Productions for the first time. The gum is gross. His puke faces. Or his poster would be like, throw up faces, nauseous faces. God, I love that guy's channel. Absolutely, that guy should have 100K easy. He should have 100K easy, but, fuck, see, now you've just lost my train of thought, but, yeah, the Wellbutrin, man, that's bad juju. It's bad stuff. They go round and round. Yeah? Yes, it does. The wheels, baby. They go round and round. I don't know what that means. You talking about me? My head? Oh, Bacon. Thank you, my friend. Big on Atari. Oh, yeah, absolutely he is. He's a really good dude. I finally got to meet him for the first time. I was actually most looking forward to that next to the music. I mean, of course, everybody, Mike Mullis and all that, but Bacon and I, have a different kind of thing going on than Mike and I. Mike and I don't really have much. I mean, we talk once in a while and everything, but, realistically, we're not part of the same little deal, but, Rich, I've known him for so long now, and it was all because of and we talked about it earlier, my walk to end Alzheimer's, links down below, go ahead and donate. Yeah, we're working on the t-shirt now. You might be able to get a sponsorship in if you really want to. I know I cut the date off, but we're still working on design. I have room for 1 or 2 more logos. $100 minimum deposit in the name of your company or whatever it is that you're doing it in. And you'll get a logo on my t-shirt. You got to contact me first. Don't just do it, okay? But he's been a real intricate part of that whole thing. I mean, he's bought consoles. I was supposed to paint it purple and it looked stupid. I didn't do a very good job with it. But the person said that they're happy, the one who won. And he's done, They Live is red. But he's been, I even told him, I remember I thought he was a creep at first. I thought he was like a legit one. Because he came real hardcore with it, right? I mean, he's buying the shirts, he's doing this, and he's got that, and he's making the videos. And then I approached him thinking, oh God, I hope this doesn't turn into one of those stalker kind of things, Because I don't really have anything like that. I got one dude who talks about an uppercut once in a while, and he'll come back and pretend to be his wife or whatever the case is. But after getting to know him for a little bit, because I just want to make sure who am I dealing with here, because you never know. And it was nothing about him in particular that made me think that way. It was just the behavior. I wasn't used to that, It's just a rad dude, and he had a time of need too, and I wasn't really able to help out as much as he's ever helped me. I was able to get a little something together for him, but it was like a drop of water in a comprehensive ocean of what he was in need of. So I feel bad about that. He's just one of those solid A grade dudes. Really is. His channel's amazing. If you're not a part of the Bacon Ice Cream production family, I would strongly recommend going over there. He's a very generous individual. I'll just say that. He does giveaways quite often, in my opinion, anyway. He's always got something going on. He loves the Master System. Does a lot of Atari. Really big in the Evercade. So if you're really into the Evercade, he's one of the dudes to talk to. I mean, he ran that one podcast. I mean, now it's its own channel thing, but actually he was doing it live from his hotel room Saturday, just before the Pops. So really good dude, and it was so amazing to get to know the cat, to get to know her. People used to spice their own gun with black pepper and other spices. Oh man, I don't know. Actually, I'm 50-50 on whether or not that sounds gross. I don't know. Bacon's big on a tower. Came from the bubblegum to kick ass. Okay. I remember once. What did I say? Like the girls weren't going to sleep one night. I'm gonna leave you guys with this because it's fucking midnight now and I gotta go to bed. But and we can talk more about whatever, um, whatever music was played. It really wasn't about that. It was about me just enjoying it and all that. But I came in the room and I said, "I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick your ass. I don't have any teeth. I got a bad hip." Which I'm not going to end up doing either thing. So, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I'm glad everyone was rad in the comments anyway. I'm sure there's some creepy folks that are either taking notes or recording their reaction or maybe even streaming it. So, I mean, I heard words of people saying something about stalking. I don't know who the fuck's stalking who here, so yeah, I really appreciate the community that comes over here. I know a lot of my pro sci guys are like weird that I'm friends with people like Sweet and Tender. Well, not friends, but friendly. And Tommy Uyayuka. And I just, you know what? We're all fucking people, man. This fucking life is goofy, and there's no need to be total douchebags. And we do go back and forth, like Sweet and Tender. He made a comment, I made a comment back, and he felt it was out of line, I guess, and deleted it, which it's never out of line. I mean, regardless of how I react, I'm not going to hold a fucking grudge unless you're a complete douchebag, and we all know who those people are. But yeah, right on, Sweet. I really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm just lucky that I have the cool cats that do come in here, and it looks like most of the people who aren't chatting everything are maybe they are those others, and they stay away, and that's fine too. That's awesome. You guys just watch it, make your videos, and make fun of us, and do whatever it is you got to do to feel good at the end of the day, guys. I hope wherever you are on this planet, you are doing well. Until next time, take care. Creep it real. Appreciate that, Jerome.